Who is the scariest player of these teams on the table? NFC teams, scariest single player on any squad.
Yeah, I'm coming right here. I'm going with this guy.
Just
number one.
Cam
Newton is my guy. 6'6", full arsenal, fully healthy, coming off the shoulder injury last year, wasn't himself, kind of got into himself. That playoff game against the Saints, he actually played really well. And now he has a full offseason of being healthy and working with North Turner, having a whole arsenal of new weapons. In obviously Curtis Samuel,
Yeah.
and they added DJ Moore, and I love what they have up front on the offensive line. I'm going with these guys.
I'll go with these guys. The Cam Newton of the defense, Luke Kuechly,
Nice.
scariest player. Which I'm totally sold on what you're saying about the Panthers having a bounce back year.
I want to go Cam Newton, but I like to switch it up here on the show, so I'm going to go with David Johnson. This is the scariest player. For a guy to come on our show and casually say, yeah, it's the same goal I always have. It's 1,000 and 1,000. I'll keep repeating that until the season starts, because if he pulls that off, you know, you got players that will go out there and call their shot in a way that's very brash and self-serving, and it's egotistical. He did it so casually. It's almost like he's doing it because he's sacrificing himself, knowing I got to do so much for this team. You know, a guy that says he's going to put up 1,000 and 1,000, he's saying, well, you know, you got to pay me, and I'm the man, and look at me. And this is not a shot against Le'Veon Bell, because Le'Veon Bell is worth all of the money he's asking for. David Johnson is basically saying, I'm going to do this because I know we need it to win. So I'm looking at him. This is the scariest player, a guy that can casually tell you that he's, you know, one of the quiet assassins in the league, and then he go do it.
Fresh legs.
I'm going to put on the Eagles hat, sort of. I got to talk about Carson Wentz, right? He was going to win the MVP last year. I think he has to be the guy. Or does he?
Oh.
I think the scariest player is the Eagles' 7th-round draft pick from Australia,
Yeah!
Jordan Mailata. Run it.
Boom, boom, boom. Roll the footage, baby.
And we have the counter in the upper right. How many times have we run that on the show? 11. Take it, big boy. Bring it. Go, Jordan.
Yeah.
Not in my house. Come on. Eagles rookie right here. You know, you can have your Baker Mayfield, your Josh Rosen, Josh Allen. Give me Jordan Mailata from down under with a Paul Hogan counter. My man. My man. Look at Nate Robinson freaking out on the floor. That's on the Eagles, Nate. He's incredible. That's a big man.
Rugby.
Scariest player on the planet.
That's that guy.
It goes by without Jordan Mailata. All right. Which AFC team on the table, guys, has the single most terrifying player, scariest player of these AFC teams?
Unfortunately, I got to go back to the Browns hat, wherever that is. It's so small I can't even see it. Where's the dog pound? Somebody else go while I look for the dog
You don't want
pound.
Khalil Mack?
Nah, he's scary.
Okay.
Here's all
He's
different.
scary.
Oh, right in front of me. It's brown. I thought it was orange.
Eric Berry can be scary. What do you got?
Go ahead, Nate. Go ahead. Nate's got the
Nate's
poker
ready to
face.
go.
I'm going with one of the most versatile players in all of football. Guy that can do it all, from every position on the field. And I'm not talking about Le'Veon Bell. I'm talking about Antonio Brown, baby.
Okay.
Listen, he's a monster. Every game they go in knowing that they're going to force the ball to Antonio. Whether it's single coverage, he's going to eat 10 out of 10. Double coverage, we see him all the time coming up with big plays. Even triple coverage, and usually that's the guy who's 6'6" and runs a 4.2 40, a guy that can bench the world and is the strongest receiver on the field. Antonio Brown might be slightly undersized. He's not going to out-jump guys, but he is the best route runner maybe this game has ever seen. For sure, right now in the game, there's no question Antonio Brown's the best route runner in the game. That's why he's the most dangerous. I know we talk about Le'Veon and his importance to the squad. If Antonio Brown is not on the field, this is not the same team, period.
I'm going to do my own definition of scary, sort of a self-aware scary that kind of makes you nervous. And I'm going to say, perfect segue, I'm going to say Denzel Ward. Denzel Ward was taken in the top 5 of the draft. If you're a Browns fan right now, you're a little scary because in his NFL debut, he is guarding Antonio Brown. He is guarding Mike Thomas this year. He's guarding Mike Evans this year. The 4th pick in the draft, I hope you got that one right because that dude is going to run a gauntlet. I'm a little scared. I root for him. I'm a little scared. Yeah.
I'm going back to Von Miller, baby. I go back to Von Miller. Talk about scary. You've got now we talk about the great duos, Batman and Robin. We talk about Hall and Oates.
Yeah, Mick and Keith.
Mick and Keith.
All the fresh ones.
Someone else. Give me another
1980s
1980s or 90s reference, guys. But I'm going to think Bradley Chubb, and now Von Miller's free. Like, he's got another guy. Remember when DeMarcus Ware was there? Von Miller was the best defensive player in the game. I think he's going to have that kind of impact again, and they seem to get along really well. It's a great chemistry. Von Miller scares me, and I think on the open edge, without 2 guys covering him, watch out.
I couldn't pick between Von Miller and Khalil Mack, so they sort of cancel each other out here in the AFC because they're both absolute game-changing, game-wrecking guys. I'm trying to think shutdown corners in this AFC mix that we have here, you got to go with Jalen Ramsey.
Oh, hey now.
Jalen Ramsey, or I mean, you could go Boye as well, but for me, Jalen Ramsey, it's the constant jawing, it's the getting in your opponent's head. I think he's terrifying on the field, and I'm super excited to see him out there.
Well, Casey Hayward.
Casey Hayward, too. He's on the top
Casey Hayward,
four.
that's true. White up in Buffalo.
If
That's
you want to talk about the
one.
boogeyman, there's this guy. I haven't seen him in 500 days. I don't know what he's up to, but Andrew Luck is pretty scary, too, if he shows his face.
Chris Harris.
Fair. Lots of scariness in the AFC. All right.